or anywhere where you can see the sunset. Take a look, guys. It's pink and purple and orange, all the way up to blue and violet. I've got to give you guys a look at that sun. I've got to show you. Everybody, Andrew, thank you so much, you superstar. All I can say is you're a man. I'm going to let you focus in on that. Can you see? Now, that doesn't do it justice. I promise you it doesn't do it justice. But it is fantastic. I'm telling you. It is absolutely fantastic. Let's just put a light on for you. Let's go, happy feet. Andrew, I really, really appreciate what you've done. You're the man. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Super. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Daryl. Thank you, Studios. I really appreciate everyone in every way. People who have donated, people who support, liked, comment, followed, watch, give us your valuable time. Just know we appreciate you. We really do. This is amazing to do this. This is a dream for me before. You know. Do the things I love and know that I'm going to end up transferring that. All my money that I earn will always go to this sort of stuff. It'll always go to Planet because it'll always go to my farm. It'll always go to my investments. And these are the things I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to be able to see talent. I think, no, I want to invest in that. No, I want to mentor this kid. He needs to know these things. He's got them dreams, them ambitions. He's got that energy. He's going places. She's going places. Whatever. They're going places. That company, whatever. Just like you people have seen something in me to watch. You might see it's entertainment, comedy, talent, whatever. Family, business, charity, whatever. Philanthropy, it doesn't matter. That is an investment of your time, your energy. And that's all money is, it's energy. So that's great energy. I really appreciate all of you. Imagine having to turn that much. Never knowing where a punch is coming from. I've never fought a boxer like me in my life. And I've fought loads of boxers. But never one like me. I've fought better boxers than me. But they've never been like me. I really appreciate you, everyone. Thank you so much. Let's go, guys. I love being on the inside now. It is time to go, y'all. I bet people think I'm like a circus clown. With the big massive feet. These are size 11s, right? The juggling. And I can actually juggle as well. I don't know how, I've never really practiced, but I tried it and I could do it, so took me a couple of spins, but I got it. So I got juggling balls and had a go. Yeah, I said to Liz today we should do like a series of trying to do as many kick-ups as we can with a certain object. Water bottle, cabbage cream egg, chocolate bar, a real egg. How many kick-ups can we do with a real egg until it breaks? That might be a trend we could start, an actual viable trend that we could start. How many kick-ups can you do with a real egg? Let's go. People could do that in a circle, you do it outside, it'd be hilarious, wouldn't it? People would be trying to catch it. As long as you don't drop it, you can hold it on your foot, flip it up, and do it again. So I think people who can do kick-ups a lot, or do this, might win, easy. So get practicing. Yeah, 2 with a real one. I might try that with an egg first. But not a Cadbury's cream egg like the other day. I've still done 15. And Liz went 13, 14, and as it went down, it went. Now you count that because it hits, right? 14. I looked, I watched it back, it was 15. That might have been a world record, you know. No, I reckon it'd be about hundreds with a Cadbury's cream egg, probably. Someone could do hundreds of kick-ups. There's always been great people out there that just break records. I want to go on like a ninja warrior or something. Test my skills. Because it's your lead hand, they think that's it. They don't think you're going to be like, especially if you do it your weekend, hard to throw that double punch. Hard shot to throw. So try and throw the first one hard or the last one hard. Don't throw both of them hard. Unless you really, because you might be able to do it. I can't. I can throw one decent, but I feel like the other one's weak because of it. See that second gap between it? And the first one barely touched. That was a lot faster, see? Because I know I'm setting it up to really whack the second one. So maybe I've got to think different. Both powerful, both fast. That's better. That's a little bit better. Everybody hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's go, guys. Thank you to Super for all the work you've done. I really appreciate it, mate. We're going to sort a lot of stuff out. You watch. Come on, everyone's going to have a good phone. Everyone's going to have a good signal. Whether it's things paid or Wi-Fi, all this sort of stuff, whatever. We're going to build this thing right up. You watch. So everyone's dependable. Everyone's got what they need to operate. And try and add caveats to that. You know what I mean? Like to make sure people comfortable. We're getting everything sorted out. The shop's up. I had a meeting with this promotional company 2 days ago. That went amazing. They're branding some bits for us. I've got other people who asked them to do it, but I like this company. I've done a bit of research. You want people that you can go and sit down with, talk to, go through. Especially if you've got a messy business like mine. I've got like so many going on, so much stuff with so many different people. I overlap things sometimes. Oh, that's not that, is it? You know, I'm just human. Things conflate. And you know what else does? Energy. I might go into out one meeting, straight into another because I'm rushing. I ain't got no time in between. And I'm like rushing on a few minutes late or something. And I take that energy into that meeting, and that ain't that meeting which I do. I've done that before. Come out and thought, why was I so angry then? It's the other one I like to work hard, play hardball. This one was easy, I didn't need to be like that. And I'm like, some people must think, wow. So I've learned to, little things make up big things, you know? Everything's individual. Don't treat another person because of the last person sort of thing. That's something that does find a lot of things I think I used to do. carry energy over. This is why meditation's so good. I was meditating at probably 8, 9 last night whenever I got off this life after I sat down with the computer. I didn't open the computer for long. Me and Liz were sitting there doing a bit. She sat next to me and I've probably gone bang. And then 15 minutes later I woke up, went up to talk to Liz. She was just breastfeeding Petunia. Went up to talk to Liz. She was showing me this awesome thing she'd done. I was so proud of her, of all the things she'd done now. I don't tell her nearly enough. I don't tell her hardly at all. I'm such a big head most of the time. And I'm so proud of the things I'm doing. I forget. Without her, none of this would be possible. I wouldn't want to do it probably. She's never asked me for a thing, Liz. So she gets everything. She's not asked me because she's hiding this own bullshit. She never wanted me for money, she never wanted me for anything. She just wanted me. And that's why she gets everything. She's never pushed me for nothing. She made me take a job I didn't want. Always wanted me to be happy. Always. Never nothing else. Just wanted me to be well and happy. Healthy and happy. That's it. I owe her a lot, mate. Almost everything. And my first Mrs. Michaela. She was golden as well. Looked after me just like Liz, amazingly. Give me everything I ever needed. I was too young and wild. I hadn't travelled enough. I wasn't experienced. I never really left my block. I see it all on YouTube now. I think, wow, yeah, I went through that, yeah. Well, then you get to the psychology, you think, that's why I still feel like that. I haven't really addressed that, have I? Because Jordan Peterson, Andrew Hudman, the neurology, the psychology, been through it all, Freud, everything. Been through everything now. Everything that I know is because of these things. Whether it's the Masons, the secret societies, the esoterics, the occults, whatever, I've been through it all. Well, now this is where I'm at. I'm on my own. It's just me. There's no one else. No one can help me. It's just me. It's all on me. So I've got to do it. I've got teammates. I've got yeah, absolutely. But this is it. This is the particle. The 1, the 0. The 1, the 0. The silicone transistor, whatever you want to call it. This is the microprocessing chip in here. A quantum chip. And I am Nikola Tesla. I wouldn't want to be like Einstein. I didn't see him do too much practical stuff. I want to be like Stephen Hawking, smartest guy in the world, like with intelligence, like, because, alright, forget about him being in a wheelchair. I just mean, even if he was normal walking around, and he was, I don't think he'd be as useful as a real engineer who's graduate. I want a bit of enough of everything, like jack of all trades, master of none. The true saying of that is, it's better to be a jack of all trades than a master of one, because a master of one is too close to a master of one. No. So I live by that. It's about trying all my skills at everything. Also, then you find out what you like. It's not always about the job. Sometimes you've got to be around people, and people can spoil the job. So, there's some things I try, but I really like to do that, but I can't get up and standing around that all day. Like negative people. I'd rather be like a carer in an old people's home or a teacher in a school. You know, when they're like 4, 5, 6, when they can run around, use stuff, teach them how to build, engineer, science experiments, always science. Science should be like 50% of the day. Maths, or maybe 30% of the day, maths 30% of the day. Yeah, absolutely. Language, words, all of it. Shout out to schools, mate. I'm such an idiot. You've got all that there, people throwing knowledge at you, and I was an idiot. I was just an idiot. I thought I'd rather be playing football and out in with my bird and trampolining and doing sports. just doing enough to skate by, you know. Getting me Bird to sign me pupil facts that I'd done my own work, and I hadn't because she'd done it. I'd go on Wikipedia and go copy, paste, delete those stuff, change a few words around, put a big title on it, and I worked for ages, and one day I got caught. I think it looked all the same. It's like, hold on, you don't talk like this. How do you know all this? Is someone doing this for you? I think I said, sorry, I didn't have time to, I just had to. I don't think she went back and went through all of my work. I used to get told all the time, Adrian, if you just apply yourself, you don't understand what's possible, mate. And I used to think, yeah. Because I had no respect for teachers who was trying to teach me amazing things probably and had a passion for it. But I just thought, no, they were an authoritarian or something like that. Not the whole time, I loved a lot of my teachers, got on great with most of them, all of them pretty much. Never really had horrible teachers or anything like that. I just didn't care enough about work, you know. It was now time to sit in front of the class, every class, don't let the information pass you. Sit in front of the class, every class, don't let the information pass. They come to you and go, what, how do I? And loads of them run up to me and I go, all right lads, they go, and I go, and they go, front of the class, every class. Otherwise I can't give them no game. I can't give you game if you're not willing to sit in front of the class, no way. Because they go, how'd you do that? How'd you do that? So make it worthwhile. Let that energy and that wonder and that wisdom all connect. I love seeing my baby's face when I'm doing science experiments. They're like, they just can't understand it. And that wonder, they don't even know anything yet, right? They've got that wonder. Imagine if we enlighten them and illuminate them on what's really cool about like an ant's nest and like Dave Attenborough. Look how enthused he is about it. That's what we need to be like, guys. Everybody hit that like and subscribe. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Yes. Yes. Hey, everybody. We appreciate you, everyone. Daryl, I see you there, son. Andrew, thank you so much. Daryl, thank you so much. And studios, thank you so much. Everybody, thank you for everything. We're doing amazing, guys. We've just started as well. Can you believe that? Me and Alex this week, I'm going to work on the inside with Alex. I think he's coming back to me because he had a big 7-inch gash in his head. I think a head, when they headbutted at football. He got a massive 7-inch, he's had to have glue, stitches, or staples, like that. It's crazy. He ain't been able to spar for a few weeks, like 2 weeks, and he's back in here. He's meant like I thought he was going to be off for 6 weeks or something with a massive gash like that in his head. For boxing. Right, he's straight back in now. And then he has a little injury at football or something. He's just pulled a muscle in his calf. It's just the slightest little incident. He said it's nothing. He's stopping me from like doing stuff and walking. He's not really even hurting himself. It's just really weird. Like, you just can't do it. One of them injuries, you don't know really what you've done, but you feel you've done something, but it's not important enough to probably go off school. closer, guys. Let's bring you closer so the light situation's better. There we go. Is that better, guys? What's happened? What's happened? Has something gone wrong, guys? What's happened? Is everything okay? End of the, what's that? Probably at the end of the month, you'll get a check or statement link. It should show a breakdown. Team buddy, please, can you fix them? We've done it, geezer, look. They're done, they're all fixed up, mate, look. They're all fixed up, mate, look. Tied up, socks pulled over, mate. That's what, like I told you, when I bar properly, I pull my socks over so there's no room for error. And that's what I do, sir. That's what I do. Tied up, tucked in, and socks pulled over. Mate, if you're a health and safety officer for Daryl, you'd give me an A-star for that, son. You know what I'm talking about. Well, hit that like and subscribe, guys. Let's go. Is everything okay with everyone? That shit I got Tone with, right? He was like that. No, he was like that. He went like that. And someone said, Andrew, Tone, your hands are too low or something. As I said it, I went, they went, your hands are too low. Bang! Because he was like this. And it just comes straight across there. He got it right above the ear there, like, doosh. It was the greatest shot ever. He's such a good sport. I love sparring Tone. I really do. I've never had one whinge out of him. Like, he's amazing. He's not crying because like, oh, you're better or you're faster or you're lighter. I could cry all like that. I could say, well, you're heavier. You know, you're tougher, you're stronger, you're whatever. You've been boxing longer, you're fitter. I could say all that, but where's that going to get me? You know, don't get in there if you're going to complain. I've never complained once in sparring. I've lost a tooth. I've had my tooth. I got hit and I watched my tooth go out the ring, and he went, oh, I'm so sorry, eh? Big J. He was about 4 stone heavier than me, right? He was like really big guy. But he used to like this. He'd let you go off, tee off on him, and he would just walk you down and get you into the corner. And when you finally stopped in the corner, he'd go. He'd really try and throw big shots. So he caught me with one of them one day. I was like this, I was slacking, and as I went like that, he threw a shot, and I thought I'd just get out of the way of it, right? But he sort of fainted and then come over the top where I was heading. So he went like that, I went like that, and as he went, boom, and as I went like that, I see my tooth go. He went, I'm so sorry. I went, you don't believe this. I was going to dentist next morning, right? I said, you're not going to believe this. I was going to dentist the next morning to have that tooth out. Yeah. I said, you've done me a favour. I still had to go to dentist, but he done me a favour. I didn't have to have a needle in my mouth. It was literally the next morning. See, I remember that story so well. Shout out Jay if you're on here. He used to give a great spar. See, a lot of the things that happen in my life, other people see them as unbelievable, like, or it can't be true, right? Like me staying up for so many hours in 3 days, 4 days, whatever, more sometimes. But other things like, if I told you I went dentist, sometimes twice a week, for over a year, more like a few years, but didn't have to go that much for the whole time. But for about a year solid, at least, I was in there at least once a week, having treatment done every week. Sometimes my face had swelled up like the Elephant Man. You couldn't even recognise me. I took a photo once. I try and find it on one of my phones. My face had swelled up so bad. This side, I had an abscess here, and I had a toothache, like a root canal I had to have done on there because I couldn't have it done at the time because I had this infection. It swelled up. Honestly, hand on heart, I know about tooth pain. I think more than most people. Only people who have had all their teeth done because I've had so many problems on each one, because I just didn't get anything fixed at first, and I was just on and on and on. Then one would go, I'd have to have it filled, right? Then another one would go, and then I'd have that filling to come out, so I'd have to have a crown or something, or a bridge, or a root canal, and it just got nothing. And they'd do another one, try and save it, and it'd be like, well, otherwise you have to have it out. It'd be like, go on then. Because I just hated going to the dentist, keep having these needles in my mouth. I hate needles. Hate them. But yeah, how about that, eh? So in about 3 years, I probably went to the dentist 80 times, 100 times, I don't know. I might even have a look. I know I'm so well, right? They bought me a tea cozy with an astronaut on and another one with a chihuahua on. Because they know I love physics and science now. And they know we have a chihuahua. Like, every time they see me out in the streets, like, oh, hey, how's it going? They're like, they love all that talk. You know, the sort of, the water cooler talk, the gossip. They love it. She asked me advice, like, oh, my son, get some trainers, some high-tech tennis trainers, because he plays cricket and tennis. What do you think of these? And she's showing me a photo, and I say, yeah, all right, what's he like? So is he into fashion? Is he not into fashion? If he's not into fashion, like, you want him to get something that's more practical, you know, and all that. I think she's asking because of sport reasons, but yeah, they're really lovely women, really. I have a right laugh with them. I'd be in right pain, but I'd be laughing my head off. I'd be crying before I left the house, like in physical tears. I'd be crying, like tears would be running down my eyes, and there's such pain, and all I can do is like this. And I'm gritting my teeth, and I'm in such pain. It used to be like for days. I'd be having to. They didn't give me normal antibiotics because they didn't work. They had to give me these metronidazole and other ones that were stronger. That if you had one alcoholic beverage on, they said you'll be in the emergency room. Like you won't know, you won't even know about it either. They're so strong, apparently they have an effect. So I don't drink anyway, luckily, but. I mean, I wish I did, because I actually a couple of times tried whiskey, oil of cloves, all these different remedies people would give me, and chew this, do this. I've had so much pain from my teeth. That's why I'm getting all diamond teeth and platinum. Like, that's it, get them done once, boom, done. I might switch them out when I'm 60. So the next 20 years, I'm having diamond teeth. The bottom of mosaic is one mosaic for L1, lower L1, lower R1, lower L2, lower R2. That's 4 teeth, is all just a diamond mosaic. There's one block, no cuts. And then it goes with the cuts round, so you can floss. And then all the top ones, all the way around. Platinum with VVS diamonds. I'm having every single one done, implanted individually for permanence, and that's it. I've wanted it since I was about 15 years old, and I should have got it about 10 years ago, and I didn't. I'm an idiot. I didn't. And you know why? Liz convinced me not to. She said, oh, don't know. And I know what it is, because of her mum and dad. I had gold teeth when I met them. I had 2 gold teeth at the top, 2 gold teeth at the bottom. White gold. You know, it's me, it's what I love. And I didn't do these things, and that made me unhappy. You know that? And it weren't for any reason other than status and not wanting to look council or flash or like a rapper or a drug dealer or something like that, you know what I mean? Something negative that people will instantly think, because I wear a big chain and I've got diamond teeth. You know, I'm not a rapper, no. I can rap, and I do rap, and I've got a studio, but I'm not a rapper, no. Like, I'm not an electrician. I'm none of these things. I might do some of these things because I've got it. No, I don't limit myself to that. I'd never put a label on me. That's why I'd never sign a contract with someone that says, I want to use OLAR, or Adi Murray, or Adi Don Murray, whatever. Or Rupert Jones. All these are synonyms I do. I want to use that as a, you know, you sign these contracts on these celebrities, it says in perpetuity throughout the universe. That means forever, infinity, eternity, on every planet, on every dimension. Why do you think it says that? That's why Dave Chappelle went and turned down 50 million. He said, no, they're making me look like I'm crazy, telling me to take psychotropic drugs. I went to Africa, chilled out for a couple of, like 10 women feeding me, chilling like a king, come back, healthier than ever. You know, oh, look at that. Then Martin Lawrence, all that. I listen to all that. Closer to it than you think. But for those who don't know what I'm talking about, they tried to make Dave Chappelle look mental. One, because he turned down 50 million. Well, he's already a multi-millionaire, he don't need it for one. The definition of need again. Like, you know, what's your definition? Oh, everyone needs 50 million. No, they don't. No, not all money is good money. Sometimes you have to pump a brand and you don't really want to. I see that a psychiatrist in one of my shows in New Amsterdam. He said, oh yeah, I've got the money for this garden outside for gardening, but you had to take this Volt energy drink. He was like, hold on, that charges kids up. Caffeine, sugar, all these phosphorus, all these horrible sweeteners, all these E numbers. It's terrible for kids. They get charged up, can't focus, then they crash, then they've got attitude problems, they don't eat. All these cancers, all these, then they're on all these medications in America, all this sort of stuff. So all these other problems, they get all these other medications, more problems. The pharmaceutical industry is a joke, as you know, right? The way everyone gets ill. I'm not writing it off, it's amazing. But you know, with all the like side effects, all the way they pass things through and it shouldn't, all these things that happen, it's terrible, right? So he said, oh, I don't know whether to take this money because, and then Dr. Kapoor, he's old, he's about 70 years old, but he's still a doctor, he won't retire yet, and he's a great doctor. And he's, because of his wisdom and knowledge, he don't really diagnose like by an iPad and all this, he does it by talking to them. Sort of like me, how I would do it. I talk to them, find out what you've eaten, where you've been on holiday, been to these other places. So I ask a million questions to get a real holistic view, because you're trying to do your best, right? So you want to know the most information. I can deal with it, it's just a bit of words, don't worry, I can take in billions of them. And it's like AI. I asked AI today, can you deal with multiple tasks? She says, yeah, I can deal with hundreds, thousands. So you can give me as many tasks you want, and I'll just click on different tabs and do it. I was like, excellent. Right, I just making sure, because I was already using one. I thought, I want to expand your reach across multiple platforms now. Right, do this for YouTube, do this for this, make sure you do this. Right, now link this with this. I want to know like a spider's been to do. And in that New Amsterdam, he didn't want to take the money because they hype kids up and all this, and they now have problems later in life, and this is what they've seen, right? They sent all this promotional gear over on his desk when he walked in. He was like, what's this? And if you took the money, you could do the garden. And that would help people with psychiatry patients, be it that, bit gardening. And it's in New York City, top of a building. It's a crappy garden, but it's something. And so when you've got nothing, something is something. And some people hold on to that little something in their life, in their mum, their dad, their sister, their brother, their friend, whatever. And when you lose that, like I say, we've all been through stuff, but some of us make it mean more, and we do more. So, for instance, Lizzie's friend died when she was 18. And Liz was there holding her hand in the room, in the bed, like putting her makeup on and all stuff. It's her best friend, and she affected her massively. She's always, I've never seen a person like Liz ever. You know, she's affected her. We spoke about it today, funny enough. How is that? I haven't spoken about it for ages. But on her anniversary, her mum gets her lilies. No, tulips. Yeah, I've done it again, see? Every year I buy the flowers, it's the wrong flowers. And I always forget the second year, it's 15 years later, I still do it. Not lilies, it's tulips. Her favourite flower is tulips, but I always buy lilies, that's it. Yeah, and that's it. And I learned from that. Anyway, he didn't take the money, he said, I can't do it. And then VJ said to him, look, in India, Volt build cricket pitches and parks where there are none. Thousands of kids got places to play and run off that energy. And, you know, sometimes you've got to take a bit of the good with the bad. But, remember what I said before? Not all money is good money. So it's again value system. I'd rather spend my time with wealthy people, wealthy in knowledge, wealthy in money. Not everyone who's got money is a creep or a con man or you know, or got it bad. Some people are really great people and they've done great things, they've got money and they still do great things with it. I'm going to be one of those people. That's why I've got around everything and I've got to control everything. Because you've got people like Bill Gates, all these people in the media that somehow they've been corrupted. Somehow, all that money wasn't enough for them. All that fame, all that help they've done, it just wasn't enough. So they had to have more. Well, let me tell you what it was, what it boils down to. What's the one thing they went and done? Horrible things to small children, right? So the one thing they couldn't get was women. Because the things they're doing with them, they should be doing with women, right? They should be kissing and cuddling women. So why is it they get all this money, all this fame, and they resort to these things? I don't understand. So I want to be one of those people that blows up, makes a load of money, then turns around, puts it all into charity. Basically, there's this guy I followed. He invented a 5-hour energy boost, which ain't great because it's, you know, you think of that Red Bull and all that, but it's actually not. It was like a little like glucose shot or lemon shot. That's when all that started, right? I remember walking up Elm Park Hill, going in the train station, buying a Sun. So I'm one of the idiots who sort of read the Sun on the train, going to my labouring job. I didn't want to be that. I was getting paid crap money. You know, you think you're earning £113 a day, so you get your check, it's like 70 quid they take tax. And there's emergency tax because I didn't have a J. All these numbers, and it just kills your spirit. You think, oh, well, now it's not worth going because I'm not really getting paid for all my efforts, and I'm really not. You know, by the time I go here, it's like, oh, no, I've got no money left. When you're a youngster, that's just what it's like if you're really doing everything yourself, right? I've had a few places myself when I was young. I lived with my missus when I was like 17, I think. I had a kid young. Yeah, thank God for Michaela. She looked after me with everything while I was out trying to do all this. And she is the same, like that. She loves them children. She looks after them just like Liz does, just like my mum. Always puts the kids first. But yeah, I don't understand how they get like that. I really don't. I don't look into it enough either, because I don't care. It's all to distract us. What do they end up doing? Talking about all this nonsense, but they don't get back to the business, like the laws that are broken. Let's fix them. Let's correct them so this can't happen again, right? Why have they got security guards in banks but not at schools? Like, I know I'm looked at as a nutter and weird and like, oh, like crazy scientist or that type of vibe. Explain to me why there's a geezer with an AK-47 on a bank but not one at a school. I don't understand what's going on. So I don't get involved in it. I'm too thick. I don't understand it. I don't understand. My first question, if I was in government, would be, listen, numbnuts, put that hammer down before I pick it up and beat the granny out of it. And before I stick this planet pick up your ass, explain to me, come here, grab his nose and go, get over here, sit down, sit up, see these mats, these are for children. Right, we took them, borrowed them from the play school, because you're going to sit on these mats now until you go the fuck up. Now you, take that robe off, stop dressing like a child in a cape, sit there and answer the question. Don't avoid, don't flabbergast. Answer the question. Why is there not a geezer with a gun outside a school, or lots of them for that matter, protecting the schools? But there isn't banks. I don't understand. You can print more money, right? Just press yes on the printer and it'll print more money. Just let them have it. Or still have the guards there, but just put some guards on the schools and if I was the government, I was in charge, I would go, right, oi, numbnuts, come here. Get your team over here. We've got 1,000 people in this unit, right? How many of you want to volunteer for this really honourable job? I know some of you want to be out there in the fire and in the mix, and some of you come out the honour. But how many of you honourable people who wear this badge want to go into this unit that I'm putting in? Special duty, you might have to sit in the car for 8 hours a day, 3 days a week. You'll be on rotation, shift rotation. But you'll be like a PMC, private military contractor, because what you're doing is you're waiting outside the school in case you see anyone dodgy come in, you know, with guns or big bags or something, so you can be straight there so it doesn't happen, you know. Wouldn't that be a good idea? Don't you think there's a lot of people who would want to do that? I'm not saying it's that easy, guys, obviously. But surely, with all that stuff that goes on in the world, man, that's just some of it, right? What about the war stuff? I get scared with it. I do. I'm always worried the bloody nuclear bomb's going to come over. We're right in the middle on the map. We've got like England here. You've got America, Canada, America, Mexico. Then you've got like Greenland, Antarctica, and then you've got like Russia, Mongolia, China, you know, Korea, and then Europe. But we're here. If they argue and fight, I can see what's happened. And like the other day, you're like, no, we're not getting involved in this. This is your war. You called it on. Now back yourself up, John. Like when they're going, yeah, come on, Iran. Let's go, Iran, we'll fight. You know, Trump and Iran, America and Iran, they were going like that. And all of a sudden, they go, no, good Trump, lad, no, it's a few of them. You go, and then like, no, sorry, fellow. We can't join you on this one. You know, we don't want to be pulled into a worthless war for no reason. Yeah, we got lied to last time. And they're holding us accountable now. If you say they've got nukes and they haven't, and you've already obliterated the country, so they haven't really got a force to fight back with. So you're okay, old boy. You've got one of the powerfulest militaries on the planet, if not the. And you control about 72 countries, and everyone's got nukes. So yeah, you're okay on this one, old fellow. You know the bully that goes around. I don't want to say too much. I'm just being a comedian. I've got no political view because I'm not smart enough to have one, really. So please don't take what I'm saying. I'm not slagging off Trump. I'm not slagging off Starmer. None of them. Do you know what? They've all got incredibly hard jobs to do, and we need to stop slagging them off, really. Here's my truth on it. If I don't know about the politics, but what I do know as a human being, shu meaning light, look, shu means light, man, yeah, shu man. Shu means like man is manifested, light manifested. So you want the light, the knowledge, be enlightened. So the light is this. We need to stop giving them an hard time, right? Because let's all like change that status quo. Like let's be positive, even like thank them for the good they're doing. Let's find the good things they're doing. But even that gets conflated. It's like, oh, we just give money to this. It's like, no, that's bad, or money should be going there. And no, I don't mean them things. I mean, there's clearly some good things that are going on, right? Let's focus on them. Let's not shine our light on the war so they get so much. I know it's hard. The only way we should be doing that is for refugees or people who need help, because if anyone's gone for war needs help. Don't care what it is, don't care what side you're on, don't give a crap. If I had 2 spare bedrooms and could do it and had money and literally could say, no, I don't need to work, I'll take in a couple of families, you know, I'll take a year of my life off. I want to do this. Someone from Russia, someone from America, someone from China, someone, whatever. Try and get 2 of them. I want to be that person. I don't want to pick a side. I'm not smart enough to know where it started. Like, I'd be going back hundreds of years, going, well, no, they done it to him, but they done it to him. Yeah, but then they done it to him. Yeah, but that's because that attack. Yeah, but they done it. Yeah, but what are we doing here? You're talking about your father's had an itch up his arse and accidentally bumped someone. And that's turned into like pointing nukes at each other just because your granddad went to scratch his arse and bumped my granddad. And his son was there, he went, I vowed to get him back, you know. I watched Paddy McGinley and all them last night, all the Traveller Boys. And they're on the motorway going, yeah, they've got kids in the car, they're going, yeah, but someone just been killed, a little 4-year-old kid's just been killed. The car flipped over, the wife and the baby got unscathed, but the dad and the kid died, 4 years old. Because they was like, yeah, I'll get you, I'll see you. He was like, wait, let me drop the kids off, I'll pull over, I'll meet you at the site. They didn't leave it. The dad and the son, they just got arrested for murder. Because it's all on camera, obviously, because everyone films everything nowadays. So what a tragic event, all because of ego and fighting and like families. And so it's got to stop, mate, because that turns into this. Because you're Aaron, you don't want to be seen as doing better, so you got a better car, you got to have more money, you got to be flashy, there's all that ego's got to go, mate. You know, if you want an ego, it's my ego, right? I'll go outside and fight. The best you'll get is bare knuckle with me. That's it. I won't ever kick someone when they're down. You know, I'm not trying to, like that Wes Watson thing, 50 punches when someone's on the floor. It's done, he's dusted now. That's it. After talking like Andrew Tate online for all these years, like strong, loyal, you know, integrity. There's one guy on his own asking for a square up, and he couldn't catch a wreck. He didn't want no smoke with the guy who's 7 foot tall. He's a big guy. So he whacked him with a weight belt. And then hit him 50 times. The other geezer hit him with a dumbbell on the back of the head or something. Now, I don't know what's going on. He could have said, oh, I'll shoot you. We don't know, so I don't want to judge Wes Watson. He could have been threatened for his life, and he thought, well, I'm not going to have you shoot me after. Bang, bang, bang. They could have heard. We don't know what's going on. I don't know, so I'm not judging him. I'm just saying, I don't want to be in that position. I don't want to be in that situation. I don't want to feel threatened and have to do what I have to do. I really don't have to do that. So why not extrapolate that right over to the nuclear thing for world peace, right? Peace, everybody, like the hippies with flowers and the joints or whatever. Peace. Peace, peace. Peace is fine. War doesn't get everyone to get up and go to work and innovate and create. It's just war. It's bad. People die, everything decimated. There's just dust and bricks and concrete. There's no infrastructure left. Nothing. Not even a family's infrastructure's there. It's done. I don't want to be like that anymore. I don't want to live in a world like that. It's horrible. Just to think any minute, look what we see these people going through. They're eating sand because there's no food. They won't let suppliers in. It's horrid. Now, it doesn't matter who it is, it could be the other side who's bombing them. If they was like that, I'd feel exactly the same for them. And one day that'll be them, trust me. In one way or another, some point, if not them, their ancestors, people after them, they'll go through it. And there's no need anymore. We've got too much technology, too much money. Just some of the people who've got all the money have got enough to make sure every person's fed, every person's going, but that won't work. Because they'll just do it while they get given it, and then there's people who can do it for themselves, okay? But they see something's a fractured, their family, the society, or the school they went to, or something happened, something bad. But people didn't re-instill in them that not everyone's like that. You can still find people that are there who want to help, who want to work together. That's why I love all these boxing things that are popping up, all these promotions, guarding boxers. You see it all the comments, like this fixed my mental health, this did. What, getting punched in the head 50 times a week? Yeah, it does. You stop thinking about, oh no. It gives you something to work on, mate. I haven't eaten ice cream for a couple of days properly. I think I had one bowl in about 3 or 4 days. And I'm going to have some tonight. I'm trying to hold off on sweets and I keep going, I'm not going to eat sugar, and then end up having like a triple hot chocolate, triple hot cross bun chocolate one. I had manuka and honey on half a muffin, and then cheese and Marmite muffin. I should have put an egg in it. So I haven't really eaten a lot today. But Liz done a wicked casserole, chicken casserole. Oh, I did have one strip of mini fillet actually. Liz done some wicked jotted chicken. Oh, I bet she's going to cook me some of that later. I'll bet you. I've designed these pucker badges. So they're a particle for the atom in OLAR, because it's all about energy and electricity, right? Shu man, light manifested, right? So the energy is light, right? So the pawn represents you. You're starting. For those you might be in front of that, so you might grow level up straight away. For those of you starting on that first degree is the tier 1. When you get over these tiers, the tier 2, 3, 4, the people who graduate through these, each one of these is going to have special videos in there. Secret videos. I'm going to do like a mentorship. These are the simple things that done me. Right, it's just going to be like that. It's going to be like, look, watch this. Hello, mate. Yeah, listen, I'm looking to do this, and I need it done by this date. So straight away I'm putting pressure on these I don't know. Yeah. Right. Okay. So, well, I need to know what you can do for me, because I've got other people who I've sort of worked with, and they've shown me kind of, you know, the ins and outs of what they can do. But I've heard good things about your company, and I know from. So, what's your name again? Oh, it's Mark. Okay, yeah, Mark. Looked him up already. Oh, Mark Hedrick. Yeah. It was you. That was it. And you're the sales lead. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, I heard good things about you. Just someone who used your company said you was very pleasant to deal with, and so I wanted to get your direct line straight in. All bollocks. Just blowing smoke up his arse, right? Because that's what he needs to hear, right? Because he's the head, so he needs to hear that. So you need to pander to him, right? So you go, yeah. Bang. He goes, now he's going to help you if he can. In just being nice would work. Because some they know what they're doing in their job. They don't have to be nice. If you've got talent, you don't have to be nice. If you're the value, you don't have to be nice. You can just be quick because you're trying to get stuff done. Don't put phone. Someone else is going to call in a sec. You know, you're wasting my time. So you can be short with people to you know, and that's a valuable lesson there to be learned, right? So you're going to learn little bits like that. Just say no a lot. You know, get your time back. Your time is extremely important to you. Remember that, it's extremely valuable. It's the one thing in your life, other than your breathing, that you can really control, is your time. And it's the essence of most things, like, because when you put care into something and time, anything is possible. Like when you care about something so much and you obsess over it, let me tell you the things I've done in the last 5 years, I didn't think before any of them were possible. And I'm a dreamer, right? But I was at such a bad place, sort of 10 years ago, I didn't think any of this was happening. All the amazing things are going on in my life, from celebrities to farm, to my mentor, to my missus, to the kids. I never, you know, I can't tell you how far away it was. It's why I'm so grateful. It's why I work so hard these days, and I don't feel like I need to sleep, because life's magic. I don't want to miss it. Just knowing what I'm doing downstairs, I'm coding, doing a website or something, right? I'm getting Abby. I'll go back to what I told you about the badges in a minute, right? But I just want to tell you this one thing. I'm downstairs, I'm thinking, I'm looking at what I'm doing. I'm amazed myself. I'm genuinely amazed myself, so I want to do more of it. I'll have this on talking to Abby, 3 o'clock in the morning. I ain't slept for 2 days. I don't drink alcohol. I'm doing that in the middle of the front room, 2, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. Don't get me wrong, 4 o'clock in the morning goes round, I'll sit down, watch a movie for an hour. I just have the laptop and my phone's going on stage. Well, I've seen most of these things I watch before. It's like Big Bang Theory, New Amsterdam, Friends, I don't watch that anymore, but I watched that hundreds of times, obviously, when I was growing up. Things like that, you know, I'll still do a bit of work, but I will sit down and chill out and make doze off for 10 or 15 minutes or half hour and I'll wake up. So I have my little cat naps and things like that. It's not like I never sleep. Sure, mate, I had a 10-minute bloody argument about that. I think it's morning. trying to explain to someone that no, I don't sleep a lot. But yeah, getting back to these badges, right? The pawn is you, right? So the pawn is what, like me, when we first started, that's your first move on the board, your pawn, right? Then you need to get some infrastructure with those pawns. You need to use them sometimes for cannon fodder, but you've got others as well, so you need to rely on that. You've got a few pawns, 8 pawns. Then your knight. Your knight's next, right? Then your knight is your level 2, because that's your different moves. That's when you're really going to realise one is one. What's good for one is good for none. One is one. When you do 2, you realise compounded interest. You realise what you can do with 2 things. You can back something up. You can let something else through. Discovered check. You know, forced mate. There's all these things you can do with 2 things. So when you know these things, you realise, oh, if I can do 2 things, I can do 10 things, right? If I can do 2 things, I can do 10 things. How do you think these jugglers at the fair juggle things? Why they're on a tricycle? Why they're holding something in their mouth, throwing a ping pong ball up, catching it, throwing it? How do you think they do that? They've crossed both hemispheres of their brain. And then they've done the neofrontal cortex and the lower cerebellum as well. And that's why, this is why the torus field, you know, Magneto. I'm not a scientist, I'm not a comic guy, I'm not a Big Bang Theory like geek like that, really. I didn't grow up watching comics, I don't know science really like that. I know the things I know, right, but I wasn't like that. I didn't used to wear novelty teachers. I like that now later in life because I found out about it. So trust me, when I see these things later in life, I believe some of them to be actual real, like this is the way this really is. Because I understand physics now. So, and that's actually, this is why they're so crazy, the comic guys and the Big Bang Theory, the Sheldon Coopers, the Leonards, you know, the Cooper Pollys. That's why they really like this, because it's really like that. They actually understand, and they get made fun of it. Why? Because magic, trick. They want you to think it's a trick. It's not a trick. This stuff really exists. Lots of it. Obviously not everything, but lots of it does. I mean, think about this 100 years ago. Nah, in 100 years, John, don't worry, we won't be drinking grog in this old tavern that's made out of like horse shit and cow pat. You know, drinking, this glass has never been cleaned in 30 years, look. Which he just puts it down, fills it up, gives it to someone else. But also, everyone's got like cold sores and like, you know, like 100 years ago. And then, don't worry, mate, because your daughter's daughter, she's going to have a phone, John. Do you know Australia? No, I never heard of it. No, neither do I. But, read this thing this morning. Can't read, but you get what I'm saying? You'll have a phone and you'll be able to phone. Everyone would say you're crazy. Get out. Hang him up. He's a witch. He's a magician. And then if I told you Hollywood, like the Hollywood of a tree, is Merlin's magician, right? Why do you think Harry Potter's got a wood stick and he does this? Why do you think Hollywood's magical? The stars. Think about it. I'm not a movie buff, I'm not like obsessed with Hollywood, I know this stuff. So think about it. Stars, with a wand, the stars, Hollywood of a tree is a magician's. Come on, Dill. I'll probably get my stream cut off there. Just know, this is the sort of stuff you're going to be learning when you join these membership tiers, guys. And I'm going to tell you this now. For everyone who jokes, right, there's 99 million more people for every one joker who actually, whether they even joke themselves, behind that, their core belief is they want to do better. They actually want to do better. And how are they going to do that? Well, they're going to have to get knowledge. They're going to have to learn these things so they don't get up and go, morning, yeah, whatever, cool, yeah, off to my job now, Johnny. 20 years been doing this, got 15 years left on my thing, I'll be retired with my pension. That means I can live within my means. If the living goes up, don't worry, I'm fucked, but it's like, that won't happen. You know, I'll just make sure I get me. Why is someone else looking after your money, mate? Oh no, I've got a pension, no, but you know, they need to do it, they hold your money, don't they? Yeah, why do they do that? Well, I just wondering. No, I'm from Mars, mate, so I don't know. But just on Mars, what we do is, when we look after our money every day, we look after it. So I don't go and give it to John. You know, you just take the biggest part, the best part of my life, when I can relax and chill. You just take all that and hold of it. I trust you for 20 years, right? Don't know you from Adam. But fucking hold of that, John. Yeah. Actually, can I give you a bit more? Pay me then. Wait, yeah, that's fine. Imagine putting it into things you're passionate about. This is why I love challenging. When my mum and dad said, go and get a mortgage, make sure you got a trade. I said, why do I get a mortgage? It means death, please. They said, no, why do I get a mortgage? What does it mean? Can you, right, I will if you could just tell me one thing. What does it mean? Tell me the definition. You know, like happy, the definition is smiling, you know, content, you know, warm feeling. It's got loads of variations, it's a noun, whatever. Can you tell me the definition? No. Right, okay. Why should I have a trade to fall back on? What am I falling back on or from? You know, when times are hard, you can go, okay, why the fuck do I want times to be hard? Why can't they be easy? Why are times always got to be fucking hard? Why is it just like this and we got, well, it's just the way it is, you accept it, that's life, you know? For you, not for me. That's what I do for life. I want another day. Hit the bag. Life sucks. Hit the bag. Late on your bills? Hit the fucking bag. Want a better job? Pick up the phone. I'll get back to the badges in 1 sec. I just want to finish this tirade. If that's what it is. Or no, this skit. This, what is it? This comedy skit. I just want to finish this comedy skit, right? So, Mum, Dad, I don't have to get a mortgage, I don't have to fall back on, because normally you fall back on a knife, don't you? Right, so maybe I'll fall forward into something. Can we try this first? As a family, can we try falling forward before we talk about falling backwards? Because I've got eyes in the front of my fucking head. So at least I'll be able to do that. Or we'll go, no, you know what? I won't just fall, I'll keep walking into this good thing that I'm going after, that I'm passionate about. And you know what I love? It's a beautiful new world. And most people don't know their arse from their elbow because of this thing in your hand. This thing has become so powerful, you can earn money, you can do your calendar, you can do AI, you can build websites, you can trade, you can do physical products, you can do digital products, you can do books, ebooks, you can do podcasts, audiobooks. You can do anything on this phone. And that makes most things useless. That takes the power away from most people who used to hold power over your life. So use that. Chérie, you are beautiful. I love you, but we are done for the day. For the day, baby. Oh, hello. 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 This is how I talk to them when I'm in a fight. What's all that? I told you. What I tell you? I told you it won't be easy, though, didn't I? And guess what? This don't stop. How's that feel? Is it alright? It's alright, yeah? How about this, ready? See that moody, like, how's that feel, yeah? They think I've gone, So, okay, how's that feel? They go, and then when they open up, they go like, oh, nothing, back up. You go, how's that? Bam! Well, they think you're going to go like this, you go, Psychology, again. I've thrown so many great punches where I've gone, ugh, and they think I'm done. And I come and bam! I'll be right, I go, ugh, and they think that's it. Or I'm tired, or I've been hit because they're throwing punches and go, ugh, so then they think, and they go, ugh, and as they go like that, just, you've got all these little tricks of the trade. And if you spar, you can't use a lot of them because they're cheeky tricks that you want to do in a fight. But in sparring, you can do some of them as well, just for light shots. You know, be in the inside a lot if you're sparring. Don't worry about your movement. Get used to fighting. If you're sparring, get in there. Stay there. Just stay in the middle of the ring. Get hit a few times. First, so they can see that you're there. And then when they come in then open up. Especially if you're a beginner, get in that ring, mate. Just get in there. Just say, no, I want to spar. I don't care how many times I get it. I just need to get it to start waking up, knowing my talents, knowing what I can take. I want to know where they'll go, oh, absolutely, go ahead. Fair enough. Like, go easy on him, and then you do it. And then just say, no, if you can you hit me a little bit harder than that? And don't go, no, hit me hard, no, it's fine. Because then they think you're tough and stupid or just haymaking. Like I say, can you hit me a little bit harder? Just like increase it 10% each time. I want to see what I can get up to before I feel like, no, that's enough for me. And they'll go happily. A boxer will like to test his skills. He'll go, yep, come on, is that all right? Yeah, come on. And he'll want to do that. A good boxer will want to do that. A good trainer, a good coach, manager, whatever. That's serious level up game. When you can work like that with someone. What's up, dude? You're giving it a kiss. Do you know, I can understand why people think I'm a bit nutty. But I'm just having a laugh. I'm just amusing myself for anyone who's new. Who doesn't know the gag here. Just know I'm having a laugh. I'm only winding up. How are we doing, guys? Big dog. Great, yes. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be a great stream, guys. With Lizzie, are we doing the competition tomorrow, girl? She's probably putting Petunia down for breastfeeding now. But guys, definitely tune in tomorrow because we're going to be doing a big stream tomorrow. It's going to be a big one. And we're going to be doing a big stream on Sunday. Sunday's Ophelia's birthday party, so we've got that. And I'm doing it with me and Liz have got all like loads of the whole class of kids coming, so the whole class, because there's 2 of them, joint done it, just they want to have it together, so but yeah, we've got all that for Sunday, so I won't be around for about 3-4 hours, and then I'll be doing a bit of work in the morning probably. So I'll try and do one in the morning Sunday maybe, early, 7 to 8 maybe. Maybe even 8 if I can get it in, but I have a lot to do that day. You've got to set up that day and all that, all the stuff to set up. And Saturday, I've got the girls, DDC. Oh, I don't want to hurt these beautiful gloves. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? I'm so sorry, sweetheart. Are you okay? Let me give you a cuddle. It's okay, I've got you. Shh. It's alright. These are my babies, these gloves now. They are absolutely fantastic. Shout out Alex again, man. He gets me right with everything. He's given me so many pairs of gloves, Alex. He'll give me them ones. Like, they cost 150 quid, them. He never give me them ones, but I bought them, and all the others I bought. I've got about 50 pairs of gloves, mate. But these are proper sparring gloves, 14 ounce. I think 12 or 14, they 12s? 14 ounce. 14 ounce, mate. They're pucker. Sam loves these gloves. He normally wears 16, if not. But yeah, shout out to Alex. Thank you so much. He's a great friend to me. Always looks after me. I've always supported Alex. He done his first project, and it turned out to be almost £1 million, like 975 grand. And I was praying for him to get it, and he went, how much? He went 925 to 975. I want to say $1 million, but I just don't think it's going to get there. I went 925, 975, and yeah, bang on. High one though, 975. I was like, yeah! So we went around to see it. He's got all these Victoria balconies. He's got, you can see the golf club, the cricket club, the tennis club, all from the balcony. It's amazing. And that was his first proper one on his own. His first job, like £1 million. Now it's not all profit, I know, but still, it's £1 million. You're doing £1 million worth of business, your first go. That he's gone on his own. That's how smart he is, to go in at that level. And he'd done it. That then put him on the course for what he was doing. And what did he do? Go and give his time to kids. Go and teach you how to be tough and strong and disciplined. Turn up, skip, come on. So like sometimes we'd be sparring, the kids turn up like 5, 10 minutes early, they're all running around. So it's just him, because it's a charity. He's running it all. He's doing all like getting boys in. He's an architect, so he knows what he's doing. He's got his own building firms. So he do all the painting. It's all brand new and white. Scaffolding in to hold the bags instead of putting loads of bolts in and stuff like that. You just put a scaffold ladder straight through, like a metal one. Now you hang the bag off that. It's an amazing, genius little thing, because one of the guys in there's a scaffold. He's like, why don't we stick it on it? He's like, yep, let's do that. Sprayed it black, looks the nuts. Looks like it's meant to be like that. Just removed a few ceiling tiles and slowly, it's amazing, looks the nuts. Got these bricks on the walls now of like wallpaper, so it looks like a garage. It's amazing. And all the kids come in, so you might have to go off and like start buzzing people in, signing them up, letting them get paid and all that. So I have to get the kids like, come on, you've got to be disciplined now. That's it, there's only discipline going forward. That's it, regimented discipline. We're not lying on islands. We're not lying on islands. We're disciplined. This is what we do every day. You can't work this hard and be flawed. I'll fight anyone, me. You could never be flawed like this, because you work too hard. You won't put this much effort into yourself and all this and then be flawed. Why would you work that hard and then be that flawed? I don't understand. I don't even want to go to sleep because I might feel weak. Someone might get the drop on me. Someone might be beating me. Can't have it. I'll sleep when I'm dead. I'm loving that left hook. Shout out Mickey Wall, mate. That was a triple. That was 4. I watched the guy end the fight like that. He walked straight over him, hit a geezer. He went back on the ropes. He walked over him. And he just went bang, bang, bang to his midsection. And then the geezer went like that. And as he went down, you just see it. He went. As he dropped that hand, he went bam. And he was on the ropes, went down. He still carried on. He went. They ended it like 10, 12 left hooks. It was over. It was a great way to finish a fight. I don't think you threw any other right hands in that first one. None on the back ropes. I haven't watched any boxing lately. I'm going to try and watch a bit when I go in, because I've got to learn some new skills. So you might be getting bored now, right? Are you getting bored, guys? If you're getting bored, drop a fire emoji in that chat and I'll burn this. Or I'll do something else. I'll go on an old bag, just let me know. Because I know I do the same stuff a bit repetitively. And I want to learn some new tricks. I want to watch some new boxing. Because unless you're doing something constantly, you're never really going to get good at it or great at it. So I like to learn little tricks. Right, that was a bit too short. There you go. And then I like to test them out in the ring. I'm of an age now where I don't care if I get embarrassed or look silly. All I've got to do is just try this stuff out, that's it. And you want him to buy me a coffee link for all the hard work of the leaf that Avi told me wouldn't affect anything. It's hard work. No, it's okay, baby. You've done amazing. See you later, Dave. Thank you, mate. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, Super. Appreciate you. Have a great night, mate. Friday night, guys. Right, let's finish up strong, guys. Come on. 68 minutes. Wow, I didn't know I'd done that long. I was trying to try and just do a 35, 45 minute max stream and just box on it, but I didn't. I didn't really focus on the boxing this stream. I'm going to watch some boxing and learn some new tricks. I want to work on a different. Don't get me wrong, I've got a good arsenal. I've got a great arsenal, in fact. I'm not lying to myself. And just know, guys, I talk to myself a lot. Like in the mirror. If I'll be sitting there in the front room eating or something, I just talk to myself in the mirror. So, right, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. Right, okay. I'm going to do this, whatever you're saying, you know what I mean? And I'm really talking to God, me and myself. That's the me part of me that's got to go and do this stuff, and well, I want to have a clear picture of it. I don't just want to go, yeah, I know what I've got to do because I've kind of got an idea and I'll work it out when I get there. No. Brian Rose taught me this. He said, speak out loud, talk out loud. He said, who cares what someone thinks if they think you're nuts? Who cares? He said, you know how I got to nearly be Mayor of London? By talking to myself. I'd get off the train with headphones and I'd be talking about my audio book. People thought I was nuts. And now he's around all the top billionaires. Building a massive empire for himself. After having the same life like most of us, he's like a city trader, drugs, all that. Drink, drugs, failure, success, the lots. I think he's had loads of everything. the one that taught me that. Talk to yourself. And it works like a tree. But yeah, in these membership badges, right? Get back to that. You've got a pawn, you do a pawn. That's level 1. Level 2, you're a rook. Now you're moving different, but you're linking 2 pieces. Then you get really good and you learn how to link a rook. So you go c3 rook, c3 knight, and then you go like b5 rook. Now your rook's linked with your knight. Then you put a pawn up, 2 to back up your bishop. And then they put a pawn out to take your bishop. So you go in front of the pawn. They put another pawn up that side to take the bishop. Then you go back behind that pawn. Now you've got an opening for your rook and your bishop's tucked back in the a file, a2. From that, that's your level 3, your bishop. Now, forget about the rooks. We'll get to the rooks later. Then you've got your queen, one of the most important pieces on the board. The queen's like a woman in real life. She can go around and do what she wants. She's always going to be relying on the man for strength, to lift stuff, to build these bricks and that. My missus Liz, she'd have a good go, Liz, but she'll never make it like this. It'll fall down quicker than this. It won't be as reliable. It won't sell as quick. So she'll never be able to do this. But I'll never give her. Do you know why women? Do you know why men can't? Why men are not allowed to do the washing up? Because they're not allowed to cross-contaminate. You can't. Like, men are not allowed in women's sports. You know the Rasta monkey? I heard that joke earlier on a YouTube short. He says, "Hey father, you know why you can't do the washing up?" He says, "Go why?" He said, "Why men can't do this? Because you can't get involved in women's sports. Men are not allowed to compete against women." And I know that's going to drive all the families crazy. Like, here's another one, ready? Why can women get closer to this? That's why God made women with smaller feet, to get closer to the sin. No, I'm only joking. I do everything, me, everything. The one thing I don't do is washing up and washing, because Liz is so good at it, and she loves to do it. You want to know the thing she's banged on about most today and yesterday? Hanging the bloody washing out on the line. Not the fact we're monetised on YouTube, not all the awesome videos we've been doing lately, all the great filming, or the kids, or the education, or the finances, or the charity, or whatever, right? She wants to talk about the washing. Maybe the washing, we had 3 loads that day, might even get 4. It's, it's starting to work now. We had to have it out at night sometimes when it's really... I mean, how can you not love that, right? That's how sweet and innocent she really is. And I mean that as well. But I'm a dick, obviously, and I don't tell her that enough. I hope it's because I'm always trying to work on better and building even better with her. For her, for me, for us, for kids, for everyone. Right? And that is not that I don't think it and I want to say it, baby, but I don't want to waste that time on blowing smoke up your arse. I'd rather say, right, let's work on something else. Let's figure something else out, because we're always doing that. But sometimes I should stop and smell the roses with you, to just know I'm trying to do that a bit more. I was thinking about that as well the last few days. Just how much I'm enjoying the journey more now, this last year. Way more enjoying the process of stuff and taking my time. Like, I might say, I'm going to do 45 minutes on this. I'm the boss, right? I can take an hour, take an hour and a half lunch. I can do whatever I want. I can do what I want. I go work out when I want. I'll make the phone calls when I want. I'll go back to them when I want now. This is what it feels like. I have to control my ego now. I have to control how I think. So I have to think about how I think. If that makes sense? Like, you'll procrastinate about procrastinating. But I have to think about how I think now, because I've got a responsibility. I've got youngsters watching me who look up and think, oh, I want to be like that. I know that. They all tell me, right? So I've got a responsibility now to not lie to you people. Just know that. So if you're young and impressionable, or even like, I'm 41, if you're half my age, you're probably going to know half as much. So just know, all the mods, all of us, we're all men. You know, you can't... Liz is a woman, right? She's part of the business, she's my missus, but the mods are all men at the minute. So we'll try and get another woman on there at some point. Because because we want all you know, all people, but a lot of the men on there who are impressionable and young. That I even was like that because I joined Andrew Tate's thing, and I'm like the same age as him, and that's fine. But it weren't what I thought it was going to be. It weren't nowhere near what they claimed to be. There's a few things you can make money with. Obviously, you don't need Andrew Tate. You know, there's lots of things out there you can do. But with that Andrew Tate thing, I joined it for 6 months and I couldn't even get into it. It was like I couldn't get hold of no one. I was like, oh, this isn't working. That's not working. It was kind of like cheaply made, almost like MT4, like a MetaTrader, like just a prop firm popped up there. It was like, but fair enough. Give him his due. It was in its infancy. It just started. He obviously had a lot of balls in the air. So I'm not giving him a hard time for that. I mean, he's done an amazing job pulling off what he pulled off, and you can make money in there. It's got things in, but it weren't. I think because it was so new, I had bigger expectations because I've used a lot of things like that, been with other things and paid for this and that, you know, for VIPs in this and this, for getting this information for this. And I've learned a lot of things along the way. Like, if I hadn't joined them things, I wouldn't know how to trade. If I wouldn't have got into trading, so I wouldn't have been interested to do it. Do you know what I mean? I want to work for one of the best guys in trading who's on Bloomberg 2 times a week, or they come to his house, he's got a trading floor in his house. It's amazing, you know. I wouldn't know these things. So for anyone who's young, just know when I'm talking about this chess. Chess is life. Chess is life. You need to play chess, right? It doesn't matter if you're in prison or whatever. I always say, learn to play. Sit in prison, learn to play chess. Get a chessboard. Find a celly that loves playing chess, and then bunk with them and play chess the whole time while you're in there. Don't go out unless it's to eat and play chess. Don't get into no trouble. Just play chess. If you're young, if you just come out, find one of your buddies who like to play chess. Learn to play chess together. Learn together. Have fun learning. Just have a laugh. Whatever you do, just put a chessboard in front of you. That's where you've got to start this. Everyone who joins these courses, if you don't play chess, you are going to struggle. I'm telling you now. Every single person who does this should play chess. And if you don't, you're not going to make it far. I can tell you that now. It's not as far as someone who does play chess in the right way. I'm not just mean you've got to play chess or you can't join them. Not to say if you don't do it, you're not going to be successful. Nothing like that. But you've got to be able to think like this. You've got to be able, you can maybe play another game that's like chess, but it's got to be something like that. You've got to be able to maneuver loads of different pieces in different forms, in different ways, but on a board. Like life is the board. Yeah. Each piece is a different business you've got going on. Like the knight moves like this, in an L. You know, it's like an octopus. It's got lots of arms, controls lots of squares. You need to think like that. If you want to be an entrepreneur, a serial entrepreneur, the world's changing. There's going to be many different facets of sectors of industries and business, and all these new things you've never even seen before popping up because of all these new elements and things we're changing and creating that we never knew we could do before. It's going to be a big, brave new world, and we're going to need one government to control everybody because everyone's going to be able to freely travel so quick that passports won't really be needed because it'll be scanned and all this. So it's going to be like film soon. So let's get ready for it. Let's get our kids ready for it. Everyone's getting more time back to themselves now. I hope, anyway, if you're doing things right, you should be getting more time back for yourself. Do everything for you first. First, do it for you, and then you can help other people. You know, I'm not even talking about your partner anymore. Some people shack up early and they get the wrong partner. We've all done it, and you have kids, or you know, millions of people in that position. I know I'm one of them. So, and I didn't get married early though. But, so you'll have things weighing you down. All that's got to go. You can't be dragging around. Oh, I've got married. Oh, I've had a kid early. Oh, I failed at this. Oh, I failed at... Yeah, we'll use that as something you've done, but you didn't get all the way to there. But look, you've done it. You started, got to there. We'll start from there. You know that. Let's rekindle some of them aspirations and that knowledge that you had and you ain't used. You know you've got it in you. I'm going to be here every day reminding you that you've got it in you. I'm not on here flashing money, going, yeah, hit that like button. I'm not on here popping watermelons, you know, getting you to pay for my big mansion. I'm on here working out to tell you something, okay, that you've got value, massive, massive value, and you just don't know it, you're not using it. I know, I've had so many beautiful emails and messages, and to this day I still get them, and I can't wait to get more, because I want it to make me work harder. I need more people to do more for, if it's possible. God's given me an infinite amount of energy, and I'm going to use it the best I can. I'm 41, and I feel like a 20-year-old, mate. I've got an 8-pack, my BMI is 22, I don't really care about anything else. I eat what I want, I have what I want, go where I want. There's not a man walking the face of this earth, or this planet, or the universe who can tell me what to do. Unless you're going to stick around to tell me after when I go wrong, or, you know, if you're going to tell me what to do, you better be there to pick up some pieces. If you want me to listen to you, then I'll muck it up. I needed a mentor, and I got one, and it inspired me. And he's a great man, and he's helped a lot of people, including me. And I won't be where I am without him either. Forget about Lizzie, my mum and dad and all that, they're an obvious. But without Chris, I wouldn't be where I am. No way. I'd be in a different place right now for starters, because I would have moved on. Because I was looking for someone like that, an engineer who can work on stuff and experiments. When I say, like, let's buy a big piece of ferromagnetic steel like this and strap £1,000 worth of magnets to it and see what the fuck's going to happen. You don't go, why are you going to do that? Do you know what you can spend that £1,000 on? That, you know, you can put it in the bank and you could put it into stocks and bonds and indices and fucking, you know. Sorry, did someone start talking? Please. That's what experimenting is. We need more people like that. It's how things blow up and a catalyst, just one thing, and then bam! Science. I love it. I absolutely love science. I'm fascinated with it. I want more. I can't wait to get famous and be able to go, John, what are you saying? Yes, yeah. Deirdre's all right? Yeah, great. Tell the kids I said hello, but fire up the mass spectrometer. Daddy's coming over. I've got something for you to look at. I think I've done a wonderful thing. I might be able to be Spider-Man. Imagine that. Imagine CRISPR could actually do that. I don't see why not. I mean, you might fuck up and end up with 8 eyes first, but worth a go, right? I think that's the thing. Once you've done it, you can't reverse it, right? Once you have 8 eyes, it'd be kind of hard to have 2 eyes again, right? For CRISPR. I don't know how much you're allowed to talk about that stuff. You know, how did they make Dolly the sheep? They're making livers, kidneys. You know, they've just made a heart from a spinach leaf. A spinach leaf. They've took the DNA and they've made it and they've coded it into making a heart. Just like a 3D printer codes what you code it to tell it to do. This molds it and just fills it. Now it's got a beating heart that's got veins and arteries and capillaries and everything, and epidermis and epithelium. So what is going on? We need to talk about this stuff more. The kids need to be involved in it more. We as parents need to be talking about science, not the weather. Don't talk about the weather every day because kids have got eyes. They can see, just say, yep, it's hot today, make sure you don't overload, or no, it's cold today, make sure you put on a coat. Right, back to science. Let's talk about quantum mechanics. Let's go, dog. What's that? He was playing dead and she was joking. Mate, I honestly think you fainted. Ah! I know, but it got me for a second. Really? Oh, mate, I'm so sorry. The bag knocked me out. Tomorrow? Yes. No, I was talking like, yeah, no, you know what you should do with that money, yes. Someone put me to sleep by boring the shit out of me. I love my own time, mate. I get most of my shit done. You see on my wall, look, E equals MC squared. There's like Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, Maxwell's equation. Yeah, mate. On my last garage, I had to paint it when I sold it. I sold it to my brother-in-law, right? £400,000 house. I had to paint the garage quickly before I sold it because there were so many equations and all my thoughts on the wall. From where I'd be working away with a Dremel or something like, well, if I do this, and I'd have a thing there, and there'd be an equation there, and there'd be a business idea there, and there'd be like what I'm doing Saturdays, like I throw it out there. Because I have a pencil behind me, I just go, you know, whatever thoughts, I'll get that thought out. That's how I learned to start to write things down. It was a shit, it's the garage wall. Mate, it might have had all my thoughts, it might look crazy, but guess what? Look what position I'm in now. In an empty garage, complaining why I ain't got my tools in my old garage. Don't be like me. Okay? I'm grateful, extremely grateful for where I'm at. So obviously I'm only joking. I don't do cymatics like that. I don't even like to joke like that really, but I don't want to waste them precious seconds joking like in like I'm doing bad. I'm doing amazing, and I know it. And it's all because of you guys. I've really got passionate about this lately. I've stopped doing other things to think about this more. I've stopped doing other things I had responsibility to do because I'd started and I was like, no, I like doing this. Guess what? I like doing this more now. I like thinking about more better videos and creating like the pen one, the pencils, all different coloured pencils, trying to get it in a trick shot. Now, order me 500 ping pong balls, yeah, all different colours. Like now, go tap, 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 no, tap, no, tap, no. I was doing it last night. I was going. I had a spade, a little pink girl's spade for digging sand. The beach of the bucket and spade. I took the bucket away and put it there, and I hit the ping pong balls with the back side of the spade, trying to get them into this cup as well. I had a china cup as well because the bucket was easy because it's quite big. So I got a teacup, and I was trying to get them in there. So I was having to hit the floor first to the carpet, took the bounce out, and then bounced in. Didn't get one in. I was like, thank the Lord I weren't filming that. Then Ophelia come and sat down and started playing, so I started doing a few shorts for her. So I didn't put them up, but I've recorded them. She's having a go. And then she starts getting annoyed because she's not getting in. She's like me now. She's competitive. So if she don't start winning or she don't like something, she can't do it. She's like, argh! So I'm like, Ophelia, no. Because she sees me get mad, she thinks she can get mad. Or it's just a natural frustration, she gets mad. No, you've got to keep trying, baby. You've got this. And now I go to her, baby, you've got to do it like she goes, so I'm like, no, I was saying no, me, I was saying nothing, mate. I was saying no. She's got that. So what, Dad? What do you want? What was you saying, Dad? So nothing. I look at Liz and she goes. Like, I didn't realise how stressed women get. You know, the other day I was indoors and I heard. So I ran upstairs with, like, you know, a gun and an axe. I was like, what's that, babe? Come here. What's that shit? Why? So I'm like, what's the matter? Is Mummy okay? What was it? There's a man in the bedroom, Mummy. What's this shit? My headband has fallen down the back of the bed. So I'm like, baby, come here. From my heart. You're still waiting. She's like, you need some sugar. Bring me some fucking sweets, quick. Daddy's alright, he's just having a heart attack. All because of a hairband. Like every week or month goes by and I'm like, okay, right. Okay, yeah. So women are mental. Okay, excellent, yeah. So that nervous breakdown was for just that single thing, or is it like the past 5 years? This is all the 5 years combined, or is this just from that hairband? Okay, right. What about the marble earlier that fell out of your pack and, you know, you just didn't want them and they do nothing's good anymore? Is that normal? Oh, baby, you've got girls now. Okay, right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Halfords, yeah. How much is that soundproofing? Do you do the bunkers with the, you know, like the complete sound? Has it got its own water supply, air supply? Oh, I can grow food down there, yeah. Okay, and you say you do about 400 square metre one? Yeah, and can you install that immediately, like tomorrow? Yeah, I'm building a man cave. Man cave. I love my girls, I love my missus more than anything in the world. But, you know, she needs her girly time. You know, don't get me wrong, she'll be doing my nails or give me a facial one day. She'll give me a manicure, clean my nails up and cut my cuticles or whatever. Bit of cream, massage, make me feel nice. Or she'll give me a facial, she said, baby, you need a facial, come on. So I lay back, just like she said, baby, you need an appointment. Come on, you can sit down, I sit down and they put tents on my head and test that shit. So like, okay, I'll sit there. I'll sit there doing pie, like 3.1 for 1, 5, 9, 2, 6, 5, 5, 5. Or I'll be playing chess or something like that. Or watching YouTube. Or doing business or whatever. And then I don't really have to talk a lot of them. She talks and she asks me a couple of questions, I answer a couple of questions, and I just back to it. Because I want to talk to these people, because they just want to talk. I don't know half the time what they're talking about really. I just answer their questions now, and that's it. The last one I see was really nice, really pleasant man, head of the department. He wants to do a sleep study on me and he wants to analyse my brain and ask me questions. So he wants to put diodes on me like that QB test stuff, all the sensors, and he measures it on the computer. Every time you move your head, it draws a line off that ADHD stuff and all that. He was really pleasant, this doctor. He was fascinated as well. And he's been a doctor for like at least 30 years, I'd say. He was about 60. And he was articulate, he was modern. He knew what he was talking about clearly. And it made me feel good as well. It made me feel like someone cared. You know, rather than just be told you've got ADHD. when I haven't, and he's proved it. And I'm so glad, because I always knew I didn't have ADHD. I'm an articulate, reasonable human being. I don't get into fights. I might shout and argue, say I've had an argument with missus, like a stupid one, so something isn't done, or we still haven't done this. Like, oh, fuck no, we've been lazy. I'm guilty, right? Shoot me. Do you know what I mean? I'm human. That's it. No other problems. None. So I don't feel like why have I got ADHD? Because I've got a lot of energy. No, that's not good enough for us. Why does it have to be labelled as a problem that you need medication for because you've got a lot of energy? You know why? Because everyone's telling you to go to sleep. That was my experience. It's like, no, you need to sleep. You need to go to sleep. Really? Well, I'm whooping your ass up and down the street every day, and you fucking sleep 8 hours. So if that's what's fucking doing it, I don't want none of that. Does that make sense? You know, like I heard a good Lee Evans joke, right? He said, you know, 3 o'clock in the morning, I felt great. You know, I went to sleep. It was the sleep that did it. He said, I felt great at 3 o'clock in the morning last night. He said, it was the fucking sleep that made me feel terrible the next day. I might have took that a bit literally, eh? I can't wait to go and have food now. I'm looking forward to it. I feel like I've earned it today, mate. I've done so many jobs today. Liz went to me earlier. What? I've done nothing. And I felt like going, beep, what's happening, doll? Today we done a lot. We might not have done a lot of big jobs, but we've done a lot of tasks. Little tasks like dropping tools off, dropping a bag off, going shopping, going to the pharmacy, going to drop the crap off from the house, you know, like the recycling textile bin, going to the mayor's office, going to the, you know, not mayor's office, whatever it's called, the local town hall, going to the town hall, dropping the textiles off, dropping the charity shop stuff off. They're all jobs that had to be done. Picking up medication, stuff like that. The baby's ill, like, think about it. They're all jobs. You have to jump in the car, go somewhere, go somewhere else, go somewhere else. It all takes time, you know, and that's without doing proper business. So I'm glad I've took this time. I've still got like 6 weeks on my calendar that I've took for YouTube, because the first month, I said I'm gonna do a month, I've done that, it went really well, so I had to carry on, right? I can't stop now, that's it, I'm in. I'm having to let other things go that I'm gonna have to get back to like I did with all these businesses, because I had to let some of them go at the start and I couldn't do nothing with them. I never had the money, I didn't have the time, I didn't have the infrastructure, car, I didn't have the materials, I didn't have the people. So I had all them things missing, but I had the business. I might have had the money at some time, or maybe even someone to work with sometime, but we didn't have other things, or all these things stopped me before. Nothing stops me now. I stop me. I say, no, this is more important. We do this now, or we've got to get that finished. When we get that finished, we can move on to this and go back to that after, because that's got that out. You know, we're at that stage, we can let that sit. I'm happy now, we'll get back to something, we've done this, then get this. This is how life moves. It goes like, boom, something moves there, I have to stop because I have to get back to this. It goes, boom, or even like, boom. Doesn't have to be like better than this thing or like that. It's just one thing's moving and then the other thing's moving. Then we're both doing something, then we're doing something different. It's like all these balls in the air and things moving, and so it's messy. It's very messy what I do. Very messy, but I love it. Life's messy, isn't it? When does life ever go to plan? Seriously, never. The plan never goes to plan. Everyone's got plans to get hit in the face. You need to get out to get in the face and be adaptable. You need to go. Chess is life. Boxing is life for me. Football's okay, but you don't really get hit in football. It's a bit girly. It's like netball. You don't really touch anyone, do you? And you get hit. You jump over a tackle too easy because you're worth too much money, so they don't want to get hurt and hit. So it just waters it down. Get a lot of skill, I know that, but it's not tough enough. Whereas boxing I love, because you've got to be fit, smart, strong, quick, everything. And chess, smart, just all smarts, it's all smarts, yeah? And then boxing, it's all of it. Because when you do the thinking, you can just do the move, right? Anything else like boxing, even football's like in the middle, you've got to do thinking and you've got to do the thing, you've got to be a bit tough, but you don't get hit all the time. And then you go MMA, one further, now you're getting grabbed, strangled, then you go, or bare knuckle, then you go MMA, UFC. You know, there's a scale. Where do you fit into that scale? This is what I'm doing every day, twice a day minimum. Every day. Even if I don't film every single session, you'll get at least 10 Monday to Friday. With Saturday and Sunday, I'll say easy 10 a week streams I'm doing. Easy, guaranteed. 10 streams at least a week. So you'll get a minimum of 10 live streams out of me. What's going to happen now when monetized is they'll go down because some of the content we do now will be bite-sized into, like I said, the memberships, but they're courses. They're memberships, don't think it's a membership, they're courses. What you're going to take on their memberships is a course. Each one of them, all the information will match the price because it's the value you give to it. So that will have a little bit in, but you're going to do that and you're going to want to go to that after. You're going to stop doing that and just a couple of quid more. You're going to go, right, I'm moving on, doing this now. Because each of these things, I'm going to have like service accommodation, crypto, bricks and mortar, art, media, publishing, whatever it is, AI, you know, consulting, charity, business, government, education. I've got it all going on. And I've got such superb people around me, from celebrities to government officials. I've got them all. I've got people in offices that I've got personal numbers to, emails, that I just have to phone them. I don't have to go through the regular ways. I've got a lot of little leg ups there to show people how to do it. It's all about relationships. It's all about managing relationships, really. Evidently, all you need to do is get that person in front of you to like you. You don't even have to do the qualifications. I've proved that 1,000,000 times over. I've got jobs where you've needed really good qualifications for, never had a qualification in your life. But they've liked me, known I could do the job really well, and they've given me the job. That's it. I've done it for long because I didn't want to, but I've had a go. I've never got fired, ever. Never been fired in my life, ever. I've walked away quite a few times, but I've never been fired, ever. The closest I've come to that was someone, I was smoking one day outside a job, right? But you know, like 2 blocks over, so like, I would say the size of a Sainsbury's or a big Tesco's. I was like one of them over and another one over. So like a housing estate type building in London. And the geezer who owned this site, it was like an advertising firm, really posh one. They used to skate on the desks. They had a tailor come in, baristas, a really nice one, really Camden town, sort of Stockwell. And the site manager walked past me. Because I was smoking outside, he said, "Oh, you can't be there if you're smoking." They said, "Oh, hey, you know, it looks bad," because it was quite a good company, so it looks bad, you know what I mean? So he said, "What I'll do is I'll put you on another job." So that was the closest thing I come. What happened? 2 weeks later, needed me back on the job. And that was one of my other mentors, but he's more like a brother, big brother. He's almost like a dad figure to me, really, because he looks after me, but he's so close to my age, he's more like a dad, like a brother. He's been like a dad to me. He's looked after me. He's given me tools, took me to work, paid me the most money I'd ever been paid in a day. I was able to pay my dad great money, more than me, because he knows more. So he should get more. Knowledge is powerful. It's valuable when you use it right. You don't always have to take the most monetary value to something, but you could take other things that are way more valuable. I've learned that in life. Them lessons I learned, taking that, being able to pay someone more, they valued me more because I paid them more than I paid myself. Like, who does that? Who pays someone else more than you pay your running a job? It's never been done, never. So I know I was one of the first people to do that. Because I was trying to do that. I was trying to do something. I paid myself 200 and my dad 275 a day. So he got 75 quid more than me. Now I could have given him 250 and me 225. Still would have earned more, right? And I'm making myself better off. I didn't. I make it clear cut, he's in charge. My dad, because he's the real electrician, you know, I learnt from him. So he gets 275, I get 250. It was my contracts. I had a drinking contract, tool station contract, a Eurostar contract, all at once. And I still pay him more. And that's why if I pick up the phone now, my dad will come over right now. This time of night, if I say, "Well, Dad, I need you to come over right now." 8 o'clock at night, he'll be here by 10. Because it's 2 hours. He'll go, "Yeah, but I'll just get in the van, all the tools are on your van. We'll just get some clothes and come over." That's what he'd do instantly. I won't have to say, "I'll pay you," or "I can't pay you," or "I can pay you." When I say no, I say, "Dad, I need you now for tomorrow. I need you." Whatever he's doing, he'd cancel. I won't have to go, "I'm desperate, I need you." I just say, "Dad, you've got to come over on it." And boom, he'd come over. He wouldn't even ask me why. Yeah, you know, he might say, "Oh, what's the job?" Just so I know what to bring. That's how cool my dad is like that. So I know he supports me. That's why I want to live with him. He's an engineer like Chris. They just make things up. Like, if this is their garage, they have all hooks over the wall already and You don't be able to slide wood and all the materials up the top there because they'd have like some wood that they've nailed in here, and then put one across here, and then slide through stuff. They say, you know, space saver. That's what they're like. My dad's got 3 sheds full of stuff and 3 vans full of tools. So I don't want to work with him because he's got so much stuff. He just needs to be with me every day. So he's taking it a bit more easier, no stress. So I can sort of semi-retire him. I want to retire him from business. You don't need to be reading busy and all that anymore. He just needs to leave it all to me and just be there to either drive because I ain't got a license yet, or because it's just me and him in them days, or we're static and just be there. Don't matter what we're doing. We'll do whatever we're doing, Dad. You know, we'll see at the time. You know, you're involved as me. Like, what we're doing, we'll ask questions while we're there. Oh, we're fixing that. Say, yeah. How's that? He'll go, oh, what's this? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, it's just leaking, or it's broke. Oh, well, we can do that. So he'll go back to the van, get his stuff, come back, and we'll crack on. That's my future. But on a farm. On a green belt bit of land, agricultural, equestrian, green belt, green land, whatever. That is my future. Of an agricultural business, eco-friendly, eco-conscious, 24-hour, solar panels, half an acre, 4 water butts in each 4 corners, each quadrant being fed and filtered, inverters, batteries, loads of batteries. I'm always collecting batteries from everywhere. I've got little junkyards. An acre of it's going to be a little mini junkyard. Scrap something. You know, I was going to take that, mate. Scrap all the metal, get money from it. Take all the gold, all the precious metals out. Strip them down. I'll have some geezer paying there in a warehouse. He'll be stripping it all apart. Should pay him 150 quid a day. Taking care of him. He's earning thousands a week from that. Yep, well, now we can look after properly. Getting all that metal money, getting all the precious metals, all the scrap and plastic, put it in my invention. Yep, burn that, get some free energy out of that, some hot water, which from all the smoke, from all the electricity, all the energy into hot water. So now I've got rainwater, I've got the well dug with a drill, a rig, me and Chris. Then I've got 2 septic tanks with like waste, human waste going in, all that. They get pumped 3 times a year, it's not got to pay. Tiny little bit of whatever tax for the land. And that's it. I'm a genius. No outgoing bills, no mortgage, no rent, free energy, free water, growing my own food, vertical farming, all organic, all ladybugs, no pesticides, just natural, all natural, organic, holistic, just great. It's all going to be great. And we have my dad there, we have Chris there, we have Finbar there, we have Michael there, we have Sean there, and anyone else who they bring, who they think is good for this. And that's it, mate. And we're all moving to a new place, so we're going to have new sort of friends because they will be far away. So we'll have new friends that will make friends. You know, and a lot of the people who we moved from, they're just people. They weren't really friends in the first place. You watch, because if you're friends, you keep in touch. If you're friends, they'll make the effort to come over. I learned that when I moved away. I've been over here 14, 15 years. All my people over there hardly any of them coming. It weren't because I'm not valuable enough. I realise that now. Yeah, because they don't go to see other people. Still friends with them. What is it's about value of your time. They just rather do something else, right? If I was 5 minutes around the corner, it'd be convenient, but I'm not. So I'm 2 hours away, an hour away. So your time, remember I tell you about this, your time, get your time back. Time is important. Don't travel an hour when you can do something in 5 minutes, just with someone different. Time is so important. I try and instill this in my niece and nephew. They're 19 and 20. 21 the other day anyway. I try and instill it, like, before you know it, you'll be 40, girl. I got told all this and I didn't really listen. And you don't. I don't think, even though you think you are, because I thought I was. When I look back, I didn't listen hard enough. And I don't like the thought of, hold on, why do you have to learn these hard lessons? And I was stupid, I admit I was stupid. I could have done things way different. And I'm not looking back with regret saying, oh, I wish I'd done it just because I could have, as in, I could have been 20 and doing it. No, I really could have. Do you know what I mean? I'm one of them ones, okay? I had it, and I didn't do it. So I'm kicking myself now. I'm kicking myself up the arse. I'm not kicking myself when I'm down. I'm kicking myself up the arse to go and do it now, okay? That's why it seems grandiose, or people say delusions grandeur or whatever. People think that. You know why? Because they've killed their dream off inside. Well, you could do the same. You just don't want to. You know it's hard work doing this. You know you've got a lot of people to fight. You know a lot of people are listening. You know then they're looking at you when you say, I know that. I've had it my whole entire life. So it doesn't bother me. why I'm trying to instill it in you, because I know a lot of you are keeping up with the neighbours. That's why they make that programme, Keeping Up with the Neighbours. That old witch, do you understand? Like, she's always bothered about other people's business, looking over the thing. Her husband's just a drip, who just walks like, yes, dear. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. I had someone come to me like that, who was married like that. I've made £1 million. You know, oh, yes, dear. Go and do washing up. I've got a promotion. Oh, well done. Go and do washing up. Never really celebrate, never really calls, never really loving. It weren't until I see my relationship with Liz. When was this? 3 years ago I got told this. Three years ago, maybe 4, someone told me this. Once I see your relationship with Liz, it wasn't until I see how you acted with Liz that I realised, you know, because he knows I'm joking 99.9% of the time. I call her John. Is she a John? Is she a geezer? Of course she's not. I call everyone John. I call John the Swan. John, Big John, Little John, John Boy, Jonathan. You know, all the Cygnets. You know, little John. You know, I give them all names. But always John. Right? Why? It's easy. It's quick. Get out, John. You know, it's just a joke. Everything's a joke. The internet's a joke. It's a tinderbox. Right? With me, I'm not sometimes, when everyone says about the trolls and that, I'm just trying to turn a phrase and turn their minds round for once. You know what I mean? And look what we've had. Dale Clark, sorry I've had a bad day, Spurs. Now King Dale Clark, 90 bad comments, good one. I've subbed. Sorry I've had a bad day. Next day, morning team, now he's positive all the time. Alright brother, all positive all the time. Because he's just had a bad day that day. He's just had a bad moment. You come across someone like me who's cocky, arrogant, ignorant. I know I'm all those things. I mean to be. I'm being like that on purpose. I'm just having a laugh. You know, people take things too seriously, which is when you get the Karens. So 99.9% of the time I'm joking because I want to have fun in life. You know, that's it. I'm just having fun. No one's hurting anyone. You get people come on, they're so stressed and so serious. It's like, relax. At first, I was just trying to give information. I thought, no, I can't do it. I can't. I was trying to be serious, right? So I might have seemed a bit stressed or pent up or like, he's 100 miles an hour. Nah, I was just trying to give you as much content, as much information, because I wanted to see what's possible, what landed, what tweaked, what people got interested in, what they wanted. I know the facets and the niches. Like, I'm a boxer. You see me as a boxer, I get that. You don't see me as a geezer who knows all esoteric wisdom or as a mason or you don't see me as any of those things. You don't see me as an electrician or a finance guy or a sporty guy or a food guy or a family guy. Unless you're looking at it like that, unless you care about that sort of thing, you say, oh, no, I can see that. Those who are smart will see it's everything. It's climate. The climate means everything, right? Think like that. How you do one thing is how you do everything. That's how I think. I want to do the best at everything, all the time. Don't have this conversation, helping someone. I want to do the best. So if I'm commenting, I want to comment the best. I want to say the best comments. There's nothing wrong with that. And now I know, I'm always happy. My life is awesome. Yeah, there's down bits. Yeah, people die. Yeah, things go bad. Yeah, things have gone wrong. I just don't keep a bad attitude about it. You know, I might bring it up. You know, every day sometimes. That happened a year ago or so. I might use that as ammo because I'm an idiot. And yes, I'm human, right? I don't carry it around with me. It just pops up from time to time, like everyone does. But I'm different in the way that I do it with a smile most of the time. I'm always happy to see people and help, because I don't think the worst. So straight away when I see people I'm happy, I'm like, oh, I don't think the worst about people. And we've all got that in us. We all want to. It's a protection mechanism. You don't want to get burnt, so therefore you don't want to open yourself up and be vulnerable, especially as a man. But do it. Listen to people like Mike Tyson, who's been the toughest guy on the planet, but then gonna be the softest guy on the planet. Why? You don't want to be. It wasn't around to be fat and tough all the time. Yeah, I'm tough. Yeah. Do you know what I liked seeing the other night? HS Tiki Toki on Piers Morgan. That was one of the best things I've ever seen in my life, because he was so cool, calm and collected. He was like, yeah, well, do you want to talk about that? Because he's like, why don't you do this gay thing? So bring up the gay agenda, because Piers loves... Piers Morgan has made his entire career of arguing pointless facts that never be resolved. Religion, politics, Hollywood, everything. He's never ever on the right side of it. He's always on... Why? It's because he's paid by you-know-who, right? So he's always paid by them. So What does he have to do? Stick to the script. Well, guess what? We flipped the script last night. We've got so much information about these people now. He just went, well, why's your wife putting this? He got up and walked off and went, no, I don't care, I'm not doing this anymore. Why are you not doing it anymore? So you're all right when you're sitting there doing it to everybody, Pierce. Your whole career is built off this. Sitting there challenging people with hard questions that they don't want to answer. But when that mirror's put in, and now you're looking at yourself, I don't want to do this, he gets up and walks off. You know, I'm not having this. You're a silly little boy. As soon as he showed it, and he showed Pierce is just a fallible human being who thinks he's better than everyone else. As soon as he'd done that, this Pierce fell apart like the little child he is. He's got some lines, he's got some questions, and he's just there to divide you. He's there for the bad people of the world. To go, yeah, just ask you another hard question that we planned for hours finding out about your life, because we've got a whole team of people here that just like Twitter fingers, researching everything about your life to find out all the hard things and all the bad things so we can bring them up and put them in your face. Shh. I'd love someone to do that shit with me. I'd love to do it. Shh. I'm prepared like a motherfucker. I wish someone like Pierce would do that to me. I'd finish it off with questions and then maybe even bring a bit of like, well, look, you've done your bit now, let's do my bit. Chuck in some gloves. Come on, you've got to give me free bit of work now, Pierce. But it was so nice to see a young man. He went, what is it? Because she's asking for a black man, and I'm that black man, and he straight away got his back up and all this. It was excellent. It was absolutely wicked. Yeah, come in. Yeah, it was absolutely excellent. Right, guys. Andrew, make me mod, please. Samuel McGregory. Doesn't happen like that, Samuel. Sorry, buddy. Can I be a mod? Well, Samuel, it's the first time I'm seeing your name, buddy, and we don't just make people mods like that. We're a growing channel, very fast, 2,600 in the last sort of month and so. So we're growing. We need to look at things. You know, there's a lot of people who are going to come through this channel, and we want them to get the right information, and so we need to do our research first, mate. And that's a team decision as well. It's not just a me decision or a Liz decision. We do things as a team. And that means the more eyes are on something, that's why you have board of directors, not just one. CEO is normally a dickhead and thought about like a dickhead. Like I'm a dickhead when it's just me, because I'm only thinking of myself. But when there's a board of directors, they've got a 90-year-old, a 76-year-old, a 68-year-old, she's into art, he's into government, he's into business and education, he's into e-commerce, he's into everything. This guy behind the camera, and he's young, he's half their age, and this guy asks a 20-year-old what he thinks, because he's a genius business. That's the think tank. So that's what we'll do with the mod. Whenever, me and Liz were speaking about this earlier, saying we need to get a woman mod on now. Yeah, I will go eat, I will, you're right. But just know, we really appreciate you asking. So don't think that we're saying no, we're just saying that we have to do our research, and then when we find out that, yep, this guy is a great human being. He is light manifested, okay? Because look at his comments. I'll go back and look at his page. It's like, well, last year, I haven't seen one negative comment. We want this guy around us. He's constantly positive. In his own time, he could be being what he wants, and no one's really seeing. If you're not smart enough, you'll even comment online and think, well, I can just go and click. Well, I'm a hacker, right? I'm an ethical hacker, so I can just go and do anything I want. Anything I want. Edward Snowden ain't got shit on me. I'm coming! No, I'm OJ. I don't want the government to come after me. I'm not really. I'm an ethical hacker. Watch out. Watch out, John, I'm an ethical hacker. See how I threw that ethical in there? Edward Snowden ain't got shit on me. I've been coding about 3 weeks. I'm an ethical hacker. Ryan Montgomery. Do you know what makes me laugh? I'm only joking, obviously, by the way. You know what makes me laugh? And I'll tell you why I've done it. You know what makes me laugh about it? Is to be an ethical hacker, you have to be a hacker. So that means they've done a lot of stuff first, right? Think about that. No one goes, do you know, I'm going to learn to hack so I can help the banks protect their firewall. No. You do it because you like breaking things and showing their weak, or showing their weak spots, or just testing systems and building systems and making them stronger. But I bet you 99.9% of them are not got great histories at all. one of the questions I ask people when I know they can do all this stuff, right? Is I go, what would I want to do if I wanted to hack, say, my mum's phone? Say I wanted to hack my mum's phone, what would I do? I always ask that question to see their response. Now, like, obviously, why would I want to hack my mum's phone? I don't. Right? But I ask that question to see if they... Yeah, I'm coming! I ask them that question to see their response, to see if they've, like, actually done it. I feel like I haven't worked out enough. What's the time? Oh man, I really feel like I haven't done enough yet. Wow, I've been on for almost 2 hours. Yeah, I've got to go. I've got to go eat. Right, guys, love you lots. Hit that like and subscribe, guys. Great talk. Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, thank you, Andrew. Thank you so much for what you've done as well. That was so kind. And to Daryl, everybody who's done it, everyone who's done everything. But thank you so much, guys, because it was so nice for us to see that was working, and just seeing that come up. It's like, wow, all that hard work's paying off now. Like, I can really put some time behind this to know that if I let these other think that one or two of these other things can go, it's worth putting the time into. No, we're getting views. We're getting likes. It's the likes are important because they tell people to like it. Views are one thing. Everybody gets views because people go like that. You come up on the views. That's a view. But to get likes is massive because people say they're liking your stuff. So thank you so much. Thank you, Unruly. Thank you all the people who are regular viewers. I love you so much, guys. Honestly, it's been a pleasure doing this for you all. Thank you to Andrew for everything. Honestly, we've got a long, loving relationship going forward. I promise you. We're going to do some amazing things. We really are. Look at what we're doing already. Look how many people have been helped, saying they're changing their life, and all the lovely comments we've got, and all the private everything. I love you lots, guys, yeah? I really appreciate everybody. Let's keep doing it, and we're going to build an amazing community, guys.